Montreal Central Station, Canada, 2018. A vast glass and steel transit hub embedded beneath the streets of downtown. Every day, more than 100,000 travelers move through its corridors, stairwells, and platforms, a constant flow of motion captured by one of the most comprehensive surveillance networks in Canada. It is a place designed to eliminate uncertainty. Every platform is monitored. Every stairwell is time-stamped. Every movement is recorded. But in the autumn of 2018, something occurred inside this station. Something caught on two different cameras that should not have been possible. A single passenger appeared in two places at the exact same second. Two cameras. Two platforms. One man. This is the story of the railway anomalies investigators still struggle to explain. Montreal Central Station sits like a subterranean maze beneath the skyline. Long corridors stretch between concrete walls, lit by the sterile glow of overhead lights. Since the 1940s, this station has been the beating heart of passenger rail in Quebec. But by 2018, the technology inside it had become even more complex. A network of digital and analog cameras, all synchronized through the station's internal timing system. The man at the center of the anomaly entered the building on a quiet Sunday evening in early autumn. He wore a dark jacket and carried a simple messenger bag. Security footage shows him moving with a steady, almost unremarkable pace. In every way, he appeared ordinary. At 7:42 p.m., he descended a set of stairs toward Platform 5. One camera followed him as he approached the doors of Train A. The timestamp read 19 hours 42 minutes and 16 seconds. But at that same exact second, 19 hours 42 minutes and 16 seconds, another camera, nearly 90 meters away, recorded the same man stepping aboard Train B. Same posture, same gait, same jacket, same bag. Technicians later confirmed that the two cameras were separate systems, one analog, one digital, yet both synchronized to the same internal clock. No drift, no overlap, no missing frames. What made the case even stranger was what came next. Neither train conductor remembered seeing him. Train A's logs showed no ticket scanned for his time of boarding. Train B's manifest showed no passenger matching his appearance. The station's entry gates recorded no ID aligned with his movement. Internal investigators reviewed the footage hundreds of times. They checked shadows, reflections, timing logs, and system errors. Nothing accounted for the anomaly. The man appeared for only a few seconds, then vanished into the flow of the crowd. No identity match. No missing person case. No explanation. The Montreal incident became known internally as the double passenger. Across the Atlantic, a year earlier, another anomaly occurred, this time in one of London's busiest transport hubs. Liverpool Street Station is a sprawling convergence of Victorian architecture and modern infrastructure. Glass ceilings rise above brick archways, and trains rumble beneath steel trusses that have stood for more than a century. More than 60 million passengers move through the station each year, monitored by an extensive network of cameras. In 2017, just after 1 a.m., two of those cameras captured something investigators would later describe as deeply inconsistent. At 1:18 and 21 seconds a.m., a man was recorded exiting through Gate 5. He turned slightly, as if checking for someone behind him. But at that exact same timestamp, 1 hour 18 minutes and 21 seconds, another camera recorded him stepping out of the stairwell from Platform 3. The two locations are separated by corridors and turnstiles. Walking that distance takes nearly a full minute. Yet the man appeared in both places simultaneously. Security teams reviewed the footage. Both cameras were functioning normally. Gate 5 used an older analog system. Platform 3 used a newer digital one. Time synchronization logs showed no drift. The shadows and reflections matched the environment. Nothing indicated tampering. What unsettled investigators further was the man's behavior. In both recordings, he turned his head in the same direction at the same second, as if reacting to the same unseen stimulus, despite being in two different parts of the station. No ticket matched his movement. No passenger records aligned with the exit. No staff member recalled seeing him. The event became known internally as the double exit case. After months of analysis, no explanation was confirmed. Like Montreal, the man was never identified. Like Montreal, the anomaly could not be replicated. And like Montreal, The moment raised more questions than answers. But the earliest and perhaps most troubling event took place far from North America and the United Kingdom, in Australia's oldest and largest train hub, Sydney Central Station. Built in 1906, Sydney Central spreads across dozens of platforms, tunnels, and corridors. By 2007, the station had been upgraded with modern CCTV, but remnants of its early architecture created blind spots and angles that modern transit hubs rarely contain. In the early months of that year, staff members began reporting unusual sightings. A man in a distinctive blue coat appeared on various cameras, always briefly, always silently, and always in places he should not have been able to reach quickly enough. At 6:12 a.m. one morning, he was recorded walking along Platform 4. 11 seconds later, another camera captured him on Platform 1, a location more than 150 meters away. The fastest staff member tested the route. It took nearly 2 minutes. Later footage showed the same man walking behind ticket barriers, despite no access logs showing anyone passing through at that moment. On another occasion, he appeared at the entrance to a maintenance corridor that was locked from the inside. When staff arrived, the corridor was sealed. No one was found inside. The sightings continued for several months. He appeared only in short bursts, always between angles, always fading from view before security could locate him. There were theories. A man who resembled several different passengers. A camera with a delay. A route only staff knew about. None explained the timing. None explained the locked doors. None explained the distances. After 2007, the sightings stopped. No identity match was found. No missing person report aligned. The figure became known only as the Blue Coat Man. When compared individually, each of these events can almost be rationalized. A timestamp error in Montreal. A misidentified commuter in London. A glitch in Sydney. But placed side by side, something else emerges. A pattern that stretches across continents, across years, across transit systems built in different eras and regulated by different technologies. 3 events, thousands of miles apart, each showing ordinary individuals moving in ways that contradict the physical layout of the stations around them. Investigators noted the similarities. The identical gestures. The mirrored timing. The distances crossed in impossibly short spans. The exits without entries. The appearances without records. The more the footage was studied, the more the inconsistencies deepened. And so, investigators were left with questions they could not answer. If surveillance systems are built to confirm reality, what does it mean when they record contradictions? If clocks synchronized on the millisecond show impossible movement, is it the movement that is wrong? Or the systems we trust to capture it? Are these isolated errors, or fragments of something we have not yet learned to measure? Some analysts believe these anomalies are nothing more than rare coincidences. Others argue they reveal unknown weaknesses in surveillance networks. And a few raise a quieter, more unsettling question. If these are the anomalies we noticed, how many others happened unnoticed, hidden within the endless stream of commuters passing beneath fluorescent lights and camera lenses? To this day, the full truth behind the double passenger, the double exit, and the Blue Coat Man remains unresolved. The footage has never been released to the public. The individuals were never identified. And no investigation has ever produced a definitive explanation. So what do you think happened in these stations? Are these glitches, coincidences, or something deeper we still don't understand? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to see your interpretation of these fragments of the unexplained. And as always, thank you for watching. If this story moved you, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next.